welcome to a very special episode of Between Two Pints. I'm your host, Rob, and with me today is Annahis.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm good.
Good.
You are here to talk to us about a play that people should go see in Vancouver right away.
Absolutely. The play is called A Very Unpleasant Evening at the Rockefeller Rink sometime late December-ish, and it is being featured at the Fringe Festival main stage. Yes, right here in this one. At the Cult Historic Theatre at 1895 Venables Street. You can see it on September 8th to the 16th.
Excellent. Here we can hold that up there. Do the Vanna. Very nice. Excellent. So the title, A Very Unpleasant Evening at the Rockefeller Rink sometime in late December?
Yeah, sometime late December-ish.
That's so short. It just rolls off the
Yeah,
tongue.
you know what? It's easy to write a ULR. It's great.
Now, this is in the Fringe, right?
Yes, it is.
So that's like, it's a miracle you're making this play because the Fringe, like, how does that work?
The Fringe Festival actually, out of like hundreds of thousands of applicants, they choose only so many. And this year they've got over 100 plays, and I just happen to be one of them. So it's very fortunate that I got picked.
Cool. And so what do you get when they select you to be one of these Fringe people?
Well, they give you essentially a spot in the Fringe Festival, which is great for publicity because the Fringe Festival is huge. And
do you get a location?
Yeah, you do actually. You fill out an artist application, and then based on what you need, that's the venue they give you. And we got the Cult Historic, which is fantastic, a fantastically large venue, great tech, great team, great place.
That's wonderful to hear. Now, so you're the producer and you're the writer.
Mm-hmm.
The last time you were here, you were with Ken Tynan, and we talked about Psychopomp and Circumstance.
Yes.
You wore a lot more hats that time, didn't you?
No, yeah. Last time I wore the manager's hat, the producer's hat, the costume maker's hat, the choreographer's hat, the director's hat. A lot of hats. A lot of hats.
I see you like hats, though.
Oh, yeah. It's a good hat. But this time I've actually handed off the job of directing to Chris Lamb, who's a fantastic director here in Vancouver. He's done Spring Awakening and The Nether, which was a very successful show in last year's Fringe Festival.
That's really exciting. Now, now I know with the way the Fringe works, people buy tickets through the Fringe Festival and find you. So that's a great way of like linking you up with potential customers.
Absolutely.
But what we're really making this video is that you, the viewer, if you're in Vancouver, please like check this out. This is like we're going to be launching this video maybe a day before your thing goes up.
We open on September 8th, the Friday, and we're making this video on the 6th.
Yeah, it's the Tuesday, the Wednesday.
The Wednesday of that week.
So now, give us, like, what's the log line of the play? What's our, like...
The log line is, regardless of what plans you make, life is going to go over them with a big, fat, red marker.
Mm-hmm. Just like your post, you know what, we'll get an image of it. So
it'll be fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, and now you wrote this. How long did it take you to write it?
It took me about 6 months on and off to write it. The title came to me in a dream, so I wrote it down really quickly, and then I let it sit for a week, because that's the kind of person I am. And then I sat down and I decided to make it a thing. I decided to sit down, write it, figure out the characters, and
So it's 6 characters. It's
6 characters.
I think you mentioned it was a 1 hour. It's a 1 hour play.
Yeah, 1 hour play, 1 act.
1 act.
Yep, 6 characters. It's sort of like the 6 characters. They all have different lifestyles, different storylines, and then by the end of it, they all intertwine and they intermingle, and they all. You
mentioned there's like a 7th character that was much harder to cast.
Oh yeah, we have a secret 7th character.
Secret 7th character.
Yeah, you'll see, and then you'll see.
Right.
Yeah.
But definitely, you guys should check it out. The Fringe Festival is really awesome. They do it every year in Vancouver, so there's a lot of really interesting theater that happens because of the Fringe Festival. I know it's been going on for like...
Oh yeah, for years.
For years.
For years.
But why don't we take like a break and actually talk about the beer we're drinking?
Oh yeah.
Here, let me just pull it up. Now, we just actually ran down. I found out that Strangefellows, a local brewery, was doing growler fills of, what's this called? Roxanne, a sour raspberry grisette.
Yeah, grisette. It's really bright. I like it a lot.
Yes, now it's described, its aroma is ripe raspberries. Its hops are irrelevant. I don't know if that's a type of hops, I guess.
Irrelevant.
Doesn't
matter.
Yeah. We love our Roxanne. She's all berry and way more complex than her brash hue would imply.
Oh my goodness.
But it's neat. It's a raspberry sour tart beer. I love sour beers.
Yeah.
And you were telling me when I got my growler filled that you don't really know much about growler culture.
I don't. I was just standing there while you handed this thing to the girl and she just filled it up. And I thought it was like a really interesting sort of culture that I had no idea about.
Yeah, so growlers, I don't know if it does, like, if you're outside of Vancouver, I don't know if this is, like, local to Vancouver or worldwide or North American-wide, but basically you can go to a lot of breweries and get beer that normally they wouldn't sell in bottles and cans, and they'll fill a growler up with it for about $12 or $13 or $14, and you can get a lot of interesting beers, like this raspberry sour beer. I don't think they sell cans or bottles of it. You have to get it through a growler, so you get these really interesting beer. Well, guys, we're almost out of time, so here's our call to action.
Yep.
Why don't you tell us what it is?
Well, you can purchase tickets for my show at the main box office at 1398 Cartwright Street, the Culture box office at 1895 Venable Street, or online at tickets.vancouver.fringe festival.
I'm actually going to put all the information on how you can reach this below, too. But, so this is, when are the dates?
The dates are September 8th, 9 p.m., September 9th, 9:25, September 10th, 1:45, September 13th, 9:45, that's the half-price show, September 15th, 5 p.m., and September 16th, 3:50 p.m.
All right, so without the numbers, because I'm sure people think of, like, weekdays.
Yeah.
What are the dates?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, and then Friday, Saturday.
And that's immediately. If you're watching the video the day this has come out, the first show is tomorrow.
Yes.
So get in there and get on it. And if not, and it's 2018, you should check out the Fringe Festival, because I'm sure there's something interesting going on.
Absolutely. And hey, you might see some of my work there as well again. We'll see.
Awesome. Well, Annahis, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.